The thing about books is that YouTube, podcasts, especially influential speakers, their sales funnel leads them to the book and to the courses. So a lot of times when you get the podcast, you're only getting the surface information. You're getting the principles, but the key concepts, they're not actually exploring because they want you to buy the book. So a lot of us wonder, well, how do I have a lot of time to read books? And I love to read books, and I read a ton of books. The one thing that has helped me over the years is a skill I picked up, speed reading. Now, speed reading, you can actually do it to a point where you can increase your speed by 150%, sometimes 300%, and still be able to retain the information. To demonstrate today, I've got Evan Carmichael's book, Built to Serve. Love it. Now, I was able to get this book, read through it, probably in a couple of hours. Now, I was able to retain it and go back and really think about the different things he said and really focus on highlighting certain points. But I was able to get the gist of what I was looking for, and then I was able to go down because there's only so many things you can do and apply. I can't apply all these things every single time because I can put one thing into practice every single day or every single week. So that's why you have to keep going back into the book. The speed read, first thing you need to do is you need to go online to a speed reading calculator. And basically it'll give you a paragraph to read, you time it, and that'll give you a word per minute. And then after you apply this technique, you will actually be able to, like I said, 100%, 150%, 300% increase in your reading speed. To illustrate this, when you look at your finger, and if you look straight ahead, I can still see my finger here, and I can still see my finger here, because you have peripheral vision. When you're reading a book, you have margins, okay? But if you can teach yourself to read in a column, okay? So you read in a column, this is better. So you want to read in a column, because I can see everything here and I can see there. So I'm actually going straight down. So I actually start here and work my way. Now when you start, you can actually start here and work your way here and then keep going down that way. You're always going to get that. And eventually, because I've been doing this for years, I can actually just go like this. And I've got that page done. By the way, Built to Serve, Evan Carmichael, gotta get it. Now, there are many videos, many books that talk about this main principle. The key is to practice. So start off with the columns, a little bit off, and also when you're speed reading, you find yourself kind of, I can actually just read the book, and I'm done with that page. And that has helped me read 50 to 100 books a year and constantly, because there are more books in the library than there are actually videos on YouTube. And all the videos on YouTube are actually based off principles that have already been before. The thing about these books is, well, how can you read through it? How can you get this information? Like I said, you're not going to use all of it. You're going to use 2 to 3 tips from that particular book. And then you're going to read that book again. But the key is that when you read that book again, you're actually going to be a completely different person. You're going to be a person that had grown. So you're actually going to see it through different eyes the next time you read it, and the third time you read it, because you continue to grow. I have maybe 10 to 15 books that I constantly go back through and constantly go through. And there are some times where I like to just slowly read and think about it as well. But we can get through, and think about it, when you read like that versus going on YouTube, it's the same. I mean, you're just consuming content, but there's just so much more unique content that people aren't going to know about in a book than you're going to get from YouTube. YouTube is very generalized information. It's like the difference between reading the newspaper and reading an encyclopedia. You're going to get so much more information. It's much more broad, in-depth information. So that's my tip. That's how I'm able, part of the things that I do to consume a lot of content, to keep growing and to keep on coming out with ideas and content and be able to grow myself.